Good morning and welcome to another edition of Star Mountain Outdoors and Bushcraft. I'm John, I'm your host, and on today's episode we're going to be doing the first snow camping trip of the year. Come join me. Here are the tools I'll be using today. You will want to use a good axe, a folding saw, and a pair of good gloves. Alright, I hiked up this little canyon behind my camp, and I found these dead trees here. That'll make good firewood. They're rather small, but I see some other stuff further up the canyon there too, so I think I'm going to drag these back to camp and then work on cutting them up. I've collected a pile of firewood that I'm hoping will be enough for today and tonight and tomorrow morning. So now it's time to process this wood. First I'm going to kind of delimb some of it, buck some of it up as I go, and pile it over on a dry spot I created over on the side here to keep it out of the snow as the temperatures rise. It's supposed to be, I think, 43 degrees today. So I don't want the snow melting on the wood and getting it wet, just so it burns just that much better. I have faith that the inside the wood, it's nice and dry. This stuff was dead standing, small stuff that I just pushed over, and now I'm gonna buck it up and find out. Okay, now I'm done bucking up the firewood. Not as much as I'd hoped for. I thought it was a little bit more, but you know, if I need more I can always cut some more before tonight. So I'll do that. The time's only about 1 o'clock, so I've got until just before 6 when it starts getting dark. So still plenty of time. I'm going to split up a few pieces of wood to help get the fire going now. folks, now I've got some wood to start the fire with. Wow, this is not much wood, but I'm gonna have to make it work. Alright folks, to start the fire today, the first thing I did was when I was bucking up the logs I drug down, I saved some of the bark that fell off to use as a base underneath the logs. And then I used a platform of 2 logs and then one split one right there as the brace. And then I have this old fire starter. It's called Firebox or whatever, that came with my billy can that I just lit with a match. Once it got going, I started putting small sticks on top of it and slightly larger sticks, and that's where I'm at in the process of the fire now. The next step is a few pieces of split wood and then another couple of just bucked up rounds on top, and that will be my lunch fire. For today's lunch, I'm just gonna have a simple meal of Hormel turkey chili mixed with ramen noodles. It's about as simple as you can get. Now I'm melting snow in my billy can so that I can cook my noodles. Once the noodles are about done, I'll add the chili beans. Alright, lunch is warmed up. It's time to eat. Alright folks, I'm back. It's a little bit after 3. My lunchtime fire has gone out, and the sun went behind some trees at my campsite, so I found another sunny spot to stand in. It's starting to get cold already. It's down to 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So anyway, I expect a pretty cold night. That's all I got for now. Alright, it was getting a little cold around camp, so I decided to take a hike, warm up a little bit. It's just about 4 o'clock. I'm gonna hike until about 5, and then the last light of the day, get the fire going and start cooking my dinner. And tonight's menu is kind of a cowboy dinner. Meat and beans. And now I'm gonna put it on fast motion for you so you can see the trail. Now it's campfire time. It's beautiful. And let's see if we can check out this moon. There's the moon. It's about a half moon tonight. Maybe a little bit fuller than that. It's a cold morning. I wonder what the temperature is. I think I'm gonna go check on that. Alright folks, now that I've built up the fire a little bit, let's take a look at the temperature. Looks to me like it's reading about 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what? Around minus 18, minus 16 Celsius, something like that. Hope you all can see that. Anyway, it's cold. I'd be willing to bet that you folks didn't know it got that cold in New Mexico. It does. And this is late January. So actually it's a pretty common temperature for the mountains up here this time of year. But I have to confess, I do believe this is the first time I've been camping when it has been this cold. Oh. And oh my gosh, it's nice to have a fire. I'm gonna throw some more wood on. Now I must admit I feel a little better now that I have some snow on to melt. Actually, just to clean this out from last night. And a fire roaring. Because it is cold. Woohoo! Okay, we've got a little bit of a pink sky for the sunrise. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know how well the camera will pick this up because it's so just slight. But anyway, it's beautiful. It's sunrise time. Okay, I think the temperature's already warmed up to about 8 to 10 degrees, something like that. Alright folks, my goal has been achieved. I've made it through tonight, or last night, and I woke up and melted some snow for coffee, and life is good. I really enjoyed this little trip. Especially at night, it's quiet, peaceful, nobody's around. It's perfect. Oh, so I'm going to enjoy some warm coffee and a warm fire and have a good morning before I pack up and take off so that I can get my chores done around home. This has been John with Star Mountain Outdoors and Bushcraft, signing off. Have a good one.